Hi, it's Jon Binnie. I write a song every day and I love recording in different locations. And today I'm in our holiday house and I've traveled here with my brand new DP-008EX. And here it is. It is so cute and so small. So here it is, the Tascam DP-008EX. And as you can see, it is very small. It is about the size of my hand. And this does 8 tracks. So at the back, it has inputs. I'll probably show these upside down, but we have 2 inputs. We have one XLR and a second XLR. There's a switch for going between microphone, line, and guitar, and input A and B also using a different connector, and we have a little volume control. And round here we have like a foot switch connector, and this is where the power connects in. So it's just a 5 volt. You can power off like a USB or like a charger. It has a USB connection for connecting to your phone or computer, and then this is where you put your SD card in. And I put a 32 gigabytes card in, and it's amazing. So first of all, the thing I love, I wanted to take something with me when I'm traveling which doesn't have like tons and tons of gear. So let's just first of all take a look at the gear I just recorded a song with. And so I simply have the Tascam itself, and it's powered by a little mobile phone adapter, and then I have XLR connected out of here, and it runs into the cloud lifter. Now this is for my microphone, which I'll show in a second, and you can power it using the phantom mode, which is absolutely amazing. So if I press phantom, it says, do you want to put it on? I say yes, and a little red light comes on. And this is my beautiful Shure SM7B, and it's amazing dynamic microphone. It has very little hiss, it's very clear, but that's it. Like the amount of stuff that I used to have to set all this up, so like headphones, guitar cable, acoustic guitar, microphone, like that's it. And the amount of stuff I was using before, so I have my Tascam Model 12 in here, and then like the top of it is just like stacked full of cables, like power supplies, all kinds of stuff in there. I also used a compressor, so this is like really just for vocal compression, and it's a DBX 266 XS, and it has like 2 channels. It's quite heavy. This is really heavy. Like the Tascam and all its stuff is about, I don't know, 5 or 7 kilograms. And then I also have this bag full of like extra power cables and other stuff to be able to just connect up my microphone, because I also had to power it using like an extra phantom supply. And to give a quick run through the menus, so the menu system's really cool. It's pretty intuitive. I mean, it takes a little bit of time to get used to. I think it took me like an extra half hour. I've used an earlier model before, but not this one. But yeah, basically you go in, you create your song, and once you've created it, you can set up like the EQ. So this is for each track, so you can see there's like each track individually, which is really cool, and it has these little controls. There's like, I think this means high frequency, and then like high gain, and then low frequency and low gain, and that they seem to have a real difference. I really like the sound that they create, and you can set that for each of the channels. And then there's also reverb. The reverb is quite funny. Like I love the little pictures. So if you check through, there's like hall 1, hall 2, room, which is like me, and I actually have a cup of coffee, which I loved when I was like seeing this. And then there's studio, plate 1 and plate 2. I like plate 2 the most, and I have the level high, and then the time 2.7, and then so that's like the overall reverb, and then you can just set it with these little knobs per track. So I just recorded a song. I had my microphone coming to here, and then my guitar coming to here, and I had the levels quite high for reverb. Pan just either side slightly, and then the levels, I think when I was using them, the vocals was probably a bit higher. It was about up here. You can also control the input of each, so you can control the input for each channel and then the master as well, which I didn't really pay much attention to. I just had it set at mid-level. And then there's also the dynamic settings. So here you can choose the inputs, and if you click on dynamic, so this is like where you can set the compressor. The compressor is really cool. It sounds really good, I must admit. I have one set for guitar, so that's input B. And then if I click A, B and go back to dynamic here, it shows me, I'm still on B, what am I doing? I go here, dynamic, and I'm still on B. I'm clearly not doing this right. Okay, so there's A. So A is on vocal and B is on guitar presets. They seem to work well. I could have done it without the compressor, I think, or just turned down the compressor because it was quite loud. Sorry, loud. It was quite impactful when I set the compressor. Like, it did have a really consistent sound to the vocals, but maybe just a bit too much. And so I think I can turn that down. I'm going to play with this for the rest of the week and try these different settings. And then once you've recorded, it's pretty simple. It also has a metronome, which is like super cool. Like, I have a Model 24 Tascam, and it's way more than this, and it has no metronome. This one has a metronome, and you can set the volumes. And it also has little built-in speakers. I don't think they're amazing quality, but they could be really good for like just recording the background noise. Like if you're out maybe in nature and just recording, you could like add some background, like mix that in later. So that could be a really cool stereo way of doing it. And then to be able to export it, so once you kind of go to this, once you've recorded, you can record two tracks at the same time. Once you've recorded, you can then do this mastering. So you go down to here, you go to mix down, and it says entering mix down, and then you press record, and you basically record the whole thing out. Yeah, so the mix down is pretty simple. Once you've recorded it, you can then like go into menu, and if you have to do the export first, which is pretty simple. Or you have to come out and mix down mode first. You get pretty used to these modes. You only really have to do this a couple of times, and it just becomes second nature. So yeah, you do the export. You can export the master. That takes a little while to export, and then once you've done it, you can just connect in your USB. So I just connected in my USB with a little adapter. I connected into my Android phone and just copy the file across, and that's it. Yeah, I absolutely love it. I think it's an amazing little piece of equipment, and it's so light, small, low power. It also takes batteries, so I'm going to look forward to recording out in nature. And I love the sound. Like, it has the fact that it has a compressor, the fact that it has EQ settings, and that the sound's really good, and it's really light and small, and you don't need much equipment. Like, I don't even need like this cloud lifter and that microphone. I'll just take like a small microphone with me, and that's it. That's all you need. Your phone to like copy the WAV file off and edit it later is just incredible. So I still love my other Tascam when I've got the space. It's super easy to use. I think the only downsides of this is that it's a little bit harder to get used to the editing, to use the menus, but once you get used to it, it's pretty quick. And also I seem to have like a ground loop, so I just had this constant like on my guitar. So what it did in my guitar is it has either a mic pickup or like a cable pickup, and so I just like switched it over to its mic, and there was no ground loop, so that worked fine. So yeah, really pleased. I would definitely recommend it, and you can buy them on Amazon, or I'm sure there's other places available as well. and I look forward to going exploring more with my Tascam DP-008EX and look forward to sharing more songs. Thank you. Sending love from Scotland. And I believe that we perceive our dreams simply by opening up our hearts and listening to their quiet whispers. And take a walk with me in my third eye into these high dimension frequencies and feel the love and see the darkness and light and everything in between. It's simply beautiful how we protect ourselves. Simply beautiful how we protect ourselves with our oh la love. Never give up, never give in. You were never really alone. Simplicity, your soul chose these hard times, these hard lives, and just like a tree to grow. Let all your high vibration love flow. It's beautiful how we protect ourselves with our love. It's beautiful how we protect ourselves with all our beautiful love. All our beautiful love. Ooh. Do you feel it? Do you feel it? Yes, I feel it, I feel it, I see it, I believe it with this love. It's simply beautiful how we protect ourselves. Simply beautiful how we protect ourselves with our love, with all our love. Simply beautiful how we protect ourselves with our love, with our love. It is simply beautiful how we protect ourselves with all this beautiful love. created us this love.